Blog Talk Radio.
That would be a wizard.
Pajama Party, grown and sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown and sexy, throwing a party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
Welcome to the Pajama Party, another Friday night in the city. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Oh, good girl.
Yeah.
Break it down.
All right.
What you say?
Okay. There's a lot going on in the world, as we all know.
It sure is.
And, Ketel, what we got going on?
Hold on. So much. Sit back and relax and get your favorite cocktail, because that's what we sipping on. We got this new cocktail of the week, the Farmer's Market, so we're going to get to that a little bit later on. Hot topics, we got the White House down. Ooh, boy. The poll says businesses should refuse service based on religious beliefs. Don't like that one. Another unarmed black man murdered by white police officer in SC.
Once a week.
Yep, hit it and quit it headlines. Lauryn Hill, the athlete, she passes away. No verdict in Hernandez's trial. 2 black candidates joined Ferguson City Council. Unnecessary roughness. That should be interesting. Troy Polamalu retired from the Steelers. We got What's Poppin' with Poppa DD, of course.
That's me.
Who is this? Gronkowski. Not the real hero and sorry Secret Service. I can't wait to hear that. I'm just saying with Redwine.
Hello.
Why help when you can just video? Okay.
What's that?
Why help when you can just video?
There you go.
Weird news. Get the gold ticket to heaven. Goldfish invasion. Stolen cabin in Washington State. That's a funny one. Living for the city with Papa. We got the Nike not inner city. Police backup. New developments on the South Carolina case. And what you drink is your business. Of course, my Hollywood wrap-up. I got some movie stats and talk about Shonda Rhimes, how she's monopolizing Thursday night. Of course, celebrity birthdays, cocktail of the week, which is the Farmer's Market I mentioned earlier. Of course, our Kiss It list. If you got anybody put it on the Kiss It list, please dial in, please. And also, of course, the last word.
What number did they dial?
914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Redwine messing with me tonight, but I'm going to get it back. So as Papa always say, sit back, relax, and we're going to take a little CC break, and we're going to come back with the hot topics.
Living just enough for the city.
Okay, but why are we doing Stevie Wonder? I thought we were doing Pajama Party.
Well, I was talking about my little one of my segments of Living for the City.
Join the party.
Now you ride me.
That's every Friday night at 9. Pajama Party. No clothes allowed.
Ketel and Redwine step on my parade. I had the mic first. And they're coming in just trying to,
It's my turn.
She's going to sing.
What number to call?
Yeah, call us at
803
914-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1 to be put into the queue. And say what you have to say. You can read off what we're talking about. Come up with a new subject of your own. We're
hear from you.
We're liberal. We're easy.
Eastern time.
Eastern time. We're here 9 p.m. Friday nights. That's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock
West Coast.
And
maybe 7 o'clock in the mountains or in the
7 in the mountains.
around
8
Michigan.
o'clock Central.
Michigan and New Orleans and all that. We're like an hour back.
Yeah,
but 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
9:15 we say tea time.
Tea time 9:15.
Don't be late when you listen to us. It is 9 o'clock on the dot.
That's right. Every Friday night.
We'll see you there.
Goodbye. Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Too hot. The firehouse and the NYD can't contain me.
See what I'm saying?
Here we go.
No French man this weekend? What happened?
Nope.
Uh-huh.
We're taking a break.
Oh, I bet.
Okay.
It's a fire now, huh?
Oh, yeah. What can I say?
Who?
It is what it is.
What's that?
I said it is what it is.
You're hanging out with a black man for a change?
I didn't say I was hanging out with anybody.
Okay.
I just said me and Pierre are taking a break. Are y'all okay with that? I'm okay with that.
Okay, let's get to the news.
What you got
In the news.
Okay, in the news, we have, let's see, hot topics tonight. Did you all realize this week the White House was down?
Ooh.
It wasn't just the White House. It was some other buildings. IRS was down. Let's see, who else was down?
Oprah. Oprah was speaking
there were several other federal buildings.
Oprah was speaking on the postal ceremony for Maya Angelou.
Yeah, when the power went down at the White House. So the story says that a successful spear phishing attack by Russian hackers led to sensitive parts of the White House email system being attacked and hackers gaining access to real-time information, including the president's schedule. So the attack was previously dismissed in October by White House officials, but, then again, the same attacker gang is also understood to have attacked the State Department and forced a shutdown of their email system for an extended period. So, according to CNN, White House officials tried to downplay how serious the attack was, but other intelligence agencies are investigating the breach. So now this is talking about the email attack. But this week there was also a power outage. Well, yeah, this is still this week. Yeah, this week there was a power outage that hit the White House, the State Department, University of Maryland, parts of IRS, and I believe there were some other major buildings that were hit with this power outage. Nobody seems to be able to explain it. They're blaming it on some grid out in Maryland somewhere, southern Maryland or something.
They mentioned something about the Russians, had something to do with it. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it looks really fishy.
I agree with you on that.
I think if the Russians were able to hack the email, what makes us think that maybe they didn't do something to the power supply?
See what I'm saying?
It could be a test.
Yeah, I think so. They're really trying to get to our Mr. President. It's sad to say, but he's just a hot commodity, and why they want him gone, I'm not sure yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a strategic plan to do that.
Because it's a conspiracy concocted by the man.
For the benefit of the man, perpetrated by the man, to push the agenda of the man.
For the man.
All right, to try to take a brother down, I'm just saying.
See, Redwine she's radical.
Hey, power to the people. I got my Afro pit.
All right, Angela Davis.
Hey.
Got the Angela Davis.
Right on.
We need some political correctness here, right?
Okay.
What you think, Papa?
I need to be a non-threatening Negro.
Okay, well, from a non-threatening Negro point of view.
I need to wear the type of wireframe glasses and have the right haircut where I could never be.
Okay. Well, next you got your Oxfords on and tied
my Oxfords, and I need my Argyles, and I need my cardigan sweater.
Do you think this was a conspiracy perpetrated by the Russians?
Yeah. Getting back to the real Poppa DD. Hell yes. Well, I don't think they're really after Barack, because Barack being a man of color, I really think that the foreign entities have a compassion for the brother, to be honest with you. I don't think they would do anything to deface him or destroy him, for that matter, because they're actually glad in it. Everybody's glad in something in their own way. Mm-hmm. You can have a radical child. They could be radical against the world, but they won't destroy their parents because of the unfound love they have for their parents.
Very true.
So, okay.
Maybe they just put.
I don't think Barack is the victim. I think people are searching after the establishment, but not that. Barack is cool. I saw him on TV today up in the little summit meeting he was in. The brother had the jacket thrown over his back with the one finger inside the loop. He had on the sunglasses. I said, damn.
He's just too cool to be
cool. Brother's cool. He's cooler than the other side of the pillar. So, anyway.
Well, I have an interesting one.
What you got?
Talking about this kind of off the Indiana poll thing we were talking about last week. Rutgers poll, majority says businesses should have the right to refuse service based on religious beliefs.
That's what the poll said?
That's what the poll said.
And this is who? Rutgers University?
Rutgers University.
New Jersey.
So the poll found solid opposition to allowing businesses to refuse services or refuse to hire people or groups based on religious beliefs. It goes on to say 54% said it was wrong for businesses to refuse services, while 28% said they should have the right of that right. And then it says 55% says businesses should not have the right to refuse to hire certain people or groups based on the employer's religious beliefs, while 27% said businesses should have the right. So, mention the First Amendment and emphasize that businesses face penalties imposed on the state for refusing service on religious grounds, and the numbers start to shift.
So when they say percentage, who are these people that they're polling? Any idiot that walks by the door?
It seems that way.
The students from Rutgers?
Any maggot that's walking on campus? Who are they polling? I mean, when people say such and such percent, are these the regular people? They come and give them $10 for lunch and stick them in and check here or check one block A, B, or C. You know, nobody really talks about the source of, like I always say when it comes to racism, don't be so bad on racism. Be bad on the people that took advantage of racism. Right. Because those are the ones that are really doing it in big time. Because if you're not hiring a whole array of people of color or women or what have you, then another group of people have an unfair advantage. But anyway, all these polls that people are saying, percentages and numbers, it bores the hell out of me, you know, because I'm trying to figure out who are you polling. Yeah. You know, it's like people that give themselves for science. You know, let science, they're going to pay me, so yeah, go ahead on and test me to see whether or not, how I react to that pink pill. Or that blue pill.
This particular report, it doesn't say specifically if they're African American, Caucasian, age group, who they polled.
But you know, and I don't mean it, you know, to be this subject really excites me because I know people that have had failing businesses, and since when has business become so good that you can refuse people? You know, your business is your lifeline for your money and your life. And if you're making money, that's strong. That you could tell, no, I don't want you to come in here. You must be making some long dough.
They must be.
You know what I'm saying? You experienced that, right? You know the situation as far as the business being
yeah.
Good,
and
bad,
I can
ugly.
say, you know, from trying and from being in business, I would say unless somebody came into my establishment and they were being disruptive, I don't care what their religious beliefs are. I mean, when would I even get into a conversation to find out what do they believe in and where are they coming from for me to determine whether I want to do business with them or to sell my product or my service to them? I don't even understand how that comes up in the conversation.
Right, because it's usually, hello, how are you doing? How can I help you?
Exactly.
What do you need? Who's next? What do you want?
Table for two, table for four.
Exactly. Who's
when do you
about,
say table for two and what's your religious belief? And are you gay? Are you straight? Are you bi? Are you curious? Are you, whatever? Are you atheist? Are you a devil worshiper? Oh, well, then I can't serve you in my place. Next. I mean, who does that?
Now, they come in, they start drilling holes and sticking incense in the holes. And they got
well, then I'd say you're disrupting my business. You don't have to leave. I don't care why you're doing it, but the point is you can't do that in here.
They put a little Buddha statue in the middle of your table and start rubbing his stomach.
As long as you don't light anything and you're not disturbing anybody, I don't care if you pull a little statue and sit it on your table. Now, if it's about 4 feet high, that's going to be a problem.
Wait a minute.
If it's a little...
So, all right. So what is the...
Oh, you just saying hurry and wild.
What is the maximum height of the statue?
Oh, I would say if it's no bigger than the
salt shaker. If I come in your restaurant with a religious statue, what is the maximum height I can put on my table?
If it is no bigger than the salt shaker that's on the table.
And how many incense can I burn at my table?
You can't burn any incense
before you start,
because there's no smoking policy.
I was just getting ready to say.
So if there's smoke, you cannot light it up in here.
And if I have a religious statue, it can't be no taller than
no bigger than the salt shaker.
Okay.
Because that's just like when people go to the casinos and they got their little troll dolls and their little good luck things and all that stuff.
I wouldn't know. That way you realize?
That's what you told me.
Troll doll.
Yeah, they got the little troll dolls and the little things they rub in their head for good luck and all kind of stuff. You know, if you bring that into, if I had a restaurant and you want to set that little stuff up because you think that brings you good luck when you order something from a menu, I don't care.
Okay.
If that's your faith, if that's what you pray to or whatever, I don't care.
That's
Just
right.
pay your bill and don't stay too long.
As long as
and pack up all your little dolls and stuff and go. Now, if you come in there and start sticking pins and stuff, I think I'm going to have to ask you to please not do that in my establishment.
I know that's right.
Because it may be distracting or causing discomfort to my patrons. Not because I'm in opposition personally with that particular ritual or practice.
You're just looking at the money.
I'm just looking at you're not going to run my money out the door.
Right.
If I see my customers looking and they see you doing pins in the doll and they start packing up saying, check please, we want to get out of here, then you're going to have to put that stuff away.
I know that's right.
So, hey, that's just my point of view. But
go.
look, if you all have an opinion on it, give us a call, 914-803-4306. Press 1 if you dare. Get in the queue. Tell us what you think.
That's right. Dial that number, then press 1, and we'll lock you in.
Yeah, I want to know. If people think, what do you think? If somebody came in your place of business, for example, a restaurant or a bar, and they want to sit a little, some kind of icon, idol, whatever that they have.
Or burn it in or carve it in.
Well, you know, they
what's your break?
Up my place.
What is your your breaking point that you would say?
Yeah, how far do you let a customer go?
How far you let a customer go when it comes?
Before you tell the customer they have to go.
Get the free.
Get to stepping. I don't care if you are running the $200 bill. Pay your tab and then get to stepping.
Well, what you got, Papa?
I have concerning the authorities in South Carolina. What is it? North Charleston.
Yeah.
Charleston, whatever they call it.
North Charleston.
North Charleston. All these areas, as you see down in the South area, have their own particular jurisdictions. Now, I don't know that's for voting purposes or what have you, the way they break these things down, you know. But anyway, I thought Charleston was just one area. I guess they have a north and a south and what have you. Anyway, authorities in South Carolina have released a dash cam video of that fatal shooting that day with Mr. Walter Scott. But that footage doesn't show him actually being shot. It just shows him exiting from his car after some questionable questions that he couldn't answer. But in all actuality, it seemed to me that the gentleman was paranoid because he had some stuff going on. He owed some back child support of $18,104.43, if you will, of back taxes, back child support payments, so to speak. And he's paranoid. He had a bench warrant out on him. He knew all this. So my question: if you know all this, you really should stay from behind the wheel of a car. If you know you're going to be pulled over. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from his particular situation. But if you're driving that, what do you call it? Riding what? Redwine?
Riding dirty.
Riding dirty. See, I can always go to Redwine when I want to know some creepy undercover stuff.
What? These
even
phrases
though
I've heard.
See, she talks nice and sweet.
Yeah.
She talks very respectful.
I don't ride dirty.
She's a devil with a blue dress. Okay. Anyway, so in any event,
dress is red.
That whole situation with that, I'm going to talk about that even further in my segment, in one of my later segments concerning living for the city. Let me get a little deeper on that particular situation. But the situation shows how it started, as far as him running out of the car and the police officer yelled, "Taser, taser, taser." And I think the way the brother had a loose shirt on, because when he ran, his shirt, he had like a big T-shirt on, so to speak. You know, he was a thick brother. And I don't think the taser really hit him where it penetrated the skin. I think it kind of got tangled up in him, and then they got tangled up. And I just feel sorry for the whole situation because it just could have ended another way.
It was so unnecessary.
Such as everything else. Once we get too hostile and things get too crazy, it almost gets to the point of no return. And then things get crazy, and then to take the shots like he did, like he was at target practice. That was just totally unnecessary.
How many shots did he fire, Papa?
He fired 8 shots, and I don't know.
I think he hit him with 5.
He hit him with 5, and they were all, I mean, how many shots you have? Unless you're a lousy shot,
exactly.
I mean, you're shooting like, and it could have been that could have been a crossfire thing because he was my question too.
Crossfire implies there's a return shot. This man was unarmed.
No, crossfire. I'm talking about somebody getting hit in the crossfire. I mean, a bullet somebody going by while a bullet's coming out. You know, in that open area like that, what if a child was walking by that area? Know that none of the area is restricted. Somebody could have been taking a shortcut through that area to go to the store or something, and walked in the path.
Lot or something.
Yeah, vacant. Yeah, everything is. The guy had a camera
What happened to the cop?
Well, the cop was arrested, charged with murder, and I mean, because the police chiefs nowadays don't want a Ferguson scene in their cities, and they're separating themselves. You know, it used to be a badge of honor where they would follow the cop, you know, tooth to nail. Right. On whatever incident, but now they're starting to separate themselves until they find out what's going on. But they actually fired this gentleman and charged him with murder because I think he probably broke every code that has to do with shooting in public. You know, people don't understand that when it comes to the police and what they're doing. Once you hit that trigger, anybody could walk by, you know, and you could have shot anybody. Right. I mean, that bullet comes out hot, you know, and it's traveling at speeds that are, you know. I mean, if it's traveling so close, it could have went through him and hit somebody else. So it was a lot of scenarios in that situation.
That was a lot going on.
But his mother was also interviewed. The cop in question, the police officer, in question. I think his name is Slager, Slager.
Yeah, Slager.
And his mother was noticeably and definitely upset concerning her child being in a vicarious situation, and she hopes only the best for him. And you know, like I said, it was a very unnecessary situation that I'm sure everybody wished they could take back, or what they say, have a do-over. So
it just seemed like it's something that's going on a daily basis.
It's on a weekly basis, indeed. It's really
black
interesting.
teens, they're just getting scared. I just heard recently on a local radio station, I believe it was the Frank Skeet show, the guy called in, and he was like, you know, he was just sounding like he was just so radical, but he wanted the commentator to hear what he was saying. He's like, man, I hear you. He's like, man, we just scared out here. Don't want to go out, don't want to do this, don't want to do that. Scared when the cops approach you, black or white, doesn't matter, just a cop approaching you.
Yeah, because their attitudes, police officers' attitude nowadays is so, you know, maybe, you know, they got something going on in your personal life or whatever, you know, you almost got to put that aside. Once you know, get through that little roll call and get out there on the streets. Although the streets is crazy, because we know as regular citizens every day, we come across 2 or 3 maniacs a day. You know, whether you're in the store or anywhere, you come across some people trying to try you. But the police have to go and calm down all these situations of a lot of these Looney Tunes is walking in the earth. But then again, they get it wrong sometime and they end up doing some stuff. But like I said, I'm going to focus on it later on.
Well, there's a related story to that officer Slager. He was involved in a case back in 2013, and that was just, 2 years ago, where a woman reported a burglary of some sort, and she said that she thought she knew the person who did it and gave a name and an address, and Officer Slager and another officer went to the person's house. Now, the guy they were looking for was 6'3". The person who opened the door at about 3 in the morning when they showed up was 5'5". He was the brother of the guy that was 6'3". So when he opened the door, trying to understand what's the problem, they snatched him, Slager and the other guy, snatched him out of the house and start tasing him, beating him. He's yelling and screaming, what's going on, what's the problem, etc. Neighbors start turning on lights, people looking out of windows trying to see what's going on.
What eventually happened?
They beat him down and everything, and, you know, then basically Slager said, well, I couldn't tell. He looked like he fit the description. He looked just like who we were looking for.
Really?
Now, this guy was 5'5". His brother, who they were looking for, was 6'3". But Tager said he couldn't tell the difference, that they looked exactly alike to him.
He needed either glasses or he need to go sit his you-know-what down.
Well, he's going to sit it down now because he's locked up for murder. But, you know, I'm just bringing that up to say this is not the first time that he's been involved in something that was fishy sounding.
Well, the one thing I'm going to emphasize later is in relative what you were saying, that when you use the term when they went by the house at 3 in the morning, you know, detectives go by houses, not police officers. And that's something I'm going to focus on later on concerning who's supposed to do what jobs. See, not, and I don't want to give up too much of my segment later on what's popping, but you know, we have to use every department in the establishment in order for the system to work. We can't have one cop going out there like he's Wyatt Earp trying to be the judge, jury, and executioner without even calling for backup. You know, every situation that you see with these different killings are involving one police officer. Just one. And you have a whole department, cooler head, fresh eyes, fresh mindset. And you're not calling it fresh eyes. You're not calling it fresh mindset. That one guy is excited. I remember one time I saw a fire break out in the elevator shaft in the store I was in one time. And by the time I went to go to tell people the elevator shaft was burned, I got excited. I was like, wow, it scared the hell out of me. I mean, this fire was roaring. So the same anxiety and that stuff must come over a police officer once he got to pull his gun out. That anxiety must be crazy. Because you know that once you squeeze that trigger, the adrenaline is crazy. But you have to remember that you have a whole police officer, whole town, a whole government, a whole SWAT team, a whole negotiating team. There's 1,000 different departments that you're not using. Absolutely. You're using it yourself. And that's why it ends up the way it does, because you don't stop them and say, we got a man in the building. Just like the situation with this young gentleman over in, where was he, in Arkansas or somewhere? Mm-hmm. The brother, the interracial gentleman, what was his name, the tall black guy?
Oh, yeah.
Not too
was
long
that
ago.
Arkansas? I forgot where it was.
Or either one of them towns. This cop followed him inside the house.
Right.
Now, what if you went in the house where somebody was chucking drugs and all, and they ambushed your ass in there because you came there by yourself? Mm-hmm. So the cops have to stop following the whole case and call for backup, you know. But anyway, we'll get into that later.
All right.
Anyway, let's take a
little CC break.
We're going to take a break. Give us a call. You want to talk about what we're talking about, or call about your own thing, whatever happened in your life. 914.
You're in the right place at the right time. It's the Pajama Party. www.apajamaparty.com. Produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment. Don't just sit there yelling at the air. You've got an opinion? We want to hear it too. Dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306. Don't let us have all the fun by ourselves. We've got room for you at the Pajama Party. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Operators are standing by. Well, they're lounging on pillows, but they're waiting for your calls. So call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Oh, you want to throw pillows?
Hello.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir. No, bonsoir. Oh, okay, I forgot you're not with the French guy no more.
No.
We about to get into the hidden and quitted headlines. On a sad note, unfortunately, a young lady that plays basketball, Lauren Hill, she touched the nation with her desire to play for Mount St. Joseph's women's basketball team, even as she battled an inoperable brain tumor. Her resolve, spirit, and courage were celebrated November the 2nd when she realized her dream. Xavier University Center. They had about 10,000 people cheering. Hill scored the first and last basket of the victory, 66-55. Unfortunately, she passed this today at age 19. Mount Joseph will hold a celebration and prayer service on its campus to honor her. And the president says, we are forever grateful to have had Lauren grace our campus with her smile and determined spirit. Hill's death was acknowledged by several celebrities, including LeBron James. And he tweeted, until we officially meet again, take care, continue to be the leader we all love. Rest in peace, Lauren Hill. So they said this particular cancer usually affects children between the ages of 4 and 9. It's a rare brain cancer. And she was diagnosed
some kind of glioblastoma?
Diffuse intrasic glioma. They diagnosed that when she was 18, about a year ago.
Wow.
She didn't last for only a year. But her spirit was, and her courage was very big. So, rest in peace. Okay.
She was very courageous.
Very.
She was involved in fundraising for cancer.
Yeah. I think they started a foundation. I'm quite sure they will. If they haven't, I'm quite sure they will.
Yeah. I think she was acting as assistant coach.
Oh, okay.
For a while before she got too sick to even carry that out.
Right.
When she could no longer play.
Mhm. We got an update on the Hernandez trial.
Yeah, so far there's been no verdict after 4 days of deliberations in the Hernandez trial.
Mhm.
And this is happening up in Fall River, Massachusetts. So the jurors in the murder trial of former New England Patriots player Aaron Hernandez have completed, of course, 4 days of deliberations and cannot come to any decision yet. So I'm hoping they'll come back with a decision soon. The 12 jurors spent nearly 20 hours over 4 days considering whether to convict Hernandez of the June 2013 killing of Odin Lloyd. Lloyd at the time was dating the sister of Hernandez's fiance. So Hernandez's lawyer acknowledged the former NFL player and said that when Lloyd was killed that Hernandez was there, but he didn't do it. You remember at first when they gave all that testimony, Hernandez allegedly was nowhere on the scene.
Of course.
Then after they had enough evidence to say, okay, obviously you were there.
Right.
Now his lawyer is saying, okay, he was there, but he didn't do it.
Mhm.
So they're supposed to have ended deliberations yesterday at 1 o'clock. Today at 1 o'clock. So I haven't heard anything on the news as to whether or not they've come down with a verdict. Has anybody heard anything yet?
No. I know they're trying to tie him, to another murder or something that happened in Boston. I think 2007. But
yeah, it was some kind of illegal possession of a firearm.
Okay.
Or ammunition charge.
Well, if they release him on this one, they trust and believe Boston will get him on that. So.
Well, the deliberations are supposed to start again on Monday, 9 a.m. I wish them well. I'm glad I'm not sitting in that jury. That's all I know.
I know that's right. Well, back to Ferguson. I have one here. 2 black candidates elected to Ferguson City Council.
Oh, wow.
It's about damn time. What you think, Papa?
Yeah, we're excited about that, too.
It said voters in Ferguson, Missouri elected 2 African-American candidates to City Council on Tuesday in the first election since the Michael Brown fatal shooting by a white police officer. The shooting set off an explosion of protests and sparked a national conversation about race in policing. The election of Wesley Bell and Ella Jones, they were elected to the city council. Bell is a professor, and Ella Jones, she's the second African American to be elected to the council.
Oh, they had one before? Oh, she's the second one after the first guy.
Right. So it's 2. Then the other ones were white.
That's nothing but a drop in the bucket.
You think so?
Hell yeah! You got 53 cops, and you got 53 cop positions, and 50 of them are black, 50 of them are white.
Yeah.
And you know, all of a sudden you bring in 2 blacks and think they're gonna save the world. You know, Ferguson has been, people have been living in fat city heaven in that town for a long time. When you have 50 people out of 53 of one particular race, those are big odds, and it has nothing to do with supporting. It should be the right thing to do.
Right.
You need a different, especially you're in an area where it's basically a black community. So these 50 people.
I just don't understand where the white folks come from, because if the majority of Ferguson is African American.
That's true.
Where do these white folks, where they live?
I don't know. I wonder if they have suburbs. You know, like in D.C., you got the suburbs of Maryland and Virginia.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure how Ferguson is set up.
Yeah, it's crazy. But because of the result of this, because of the Michael Brown thing, the Ferguson chief of police and city manager and municipal judge, they all resigned. I wonder why.
They said, look, I'm out of here. Y'all can have it.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they all left with severance packages and all kinds of stuff, so don't think they left, with such, and a lot of them were of retirement age, so don't feel too sorry for them. And I don't want to sound cynical, but, when we hear stories sometimes, we may be hearing like 2% of the real deal. You know what I mean? And what really happened, and these people leave when they were due to retire, maybe in 2 years, they say, we're going to give you a full retirement package, and You know, because they resigned with everything.
Right.
They just got out early.
Yeah.
You know, but all the stuff they done. I mean, putting people through all that stuff for all them years. This is why the whole paranoia, when a cop pulls behind you, and when they pull behind you just so they can have the company picnic, or they could have the summertime baseball game, or whatever you're collecting money for, it becomes ludicrous, you know? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they had their share of potholes and everything else, so all the money was probably going to all the wrong places.
Sure.
I think they all had jackets on that had, you know, police department written in gold embroidered letters, and you know, all these different toys, and everybody's so slap happy with all this crap, as opposed to and then you're making all the black citizens of the town paranoid as hell. Mm-hmm. And you guys riding around in Fat City with your little baseball jersey and your little bowling jerseys, you with the little bowling team, and you got your brand new bowling balls, and you know, some of the ugly bowling, I don't know what's uglier, bowling suits or golf suits. I don't know what wardrobe.
I think it's shoes.
Which wardrobe is uglier? I'm just speaking hypothetically, but it has a level of realism, you know. When people are so slap happy in their own beliefs and looking at other people suffer all the time, and then the people that are suffering get so caught up in a divide and conquer syndrome that they actually think that they belong in that particular status. So they sit back and deal with it because they just say, well, you know, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, you know. So.
I always say that.
What are you going to do? You know, they got them lock, stock, and barrel. And I'm just glad that God is brought on a level of revealing some of these things. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of things are just being revealed just mainly through the power of a higher power. Yeah. Because everything is coming through very timely. And it's just revealing stuff that's been laying dormant for over 50 years.
That's true.
So,
well, what else you got over there, Pop?
This unnecessary roughness. This had to be the craziest case I've ever seen. It started off, the footage on TV was showing a gentleman on a horse going through San Bernardino County, which is mostly the desert area. This guy's on a horse.
Out in Cali?
Out in Cali. He's running from the horse he's running from the cops on a horse. Right. And looks like the horse was so tired he just threw him off his back. That's one thing about a big animal. When a big animal gets tired of your little human ass, he say, look. The horse was saying, you know what, first of all, I don't see, the horse is saying, I don't see a destination in this travel. Okay? The horse is saying, I know this desert pretty well, and we done went past the same cactus plant 3 damn times. I don't know what you're doing, so I'm about to exit your ass. So the horse leans over, and the man just falls off the front of it, and then you see the cop from the left side coming in. He's tired as hell. He's all bent over, breathing, and the man's laying there. When the man sees the cop, he spreads out his arm to just surrender. And a cop comes over and like just puts the handcuffs. Then he kicks him in the head. It was crazy. They were just whooping him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, it was Rodney King style. It was crazy.
The man was face down with his hands behind his back on the ground.
The one cop came behind him and kicked him in the groin. I was like, oh, damn. That's all you had to do right there. It was over then.
That hurt me.
At that point, he wasn't feeling no pain after that. He said, oh, y'all can hit me anywhere else. He said, that groin shot, I'm out for the count. Y'all don't even realize it.
Wow.
So he was surrounded by, 11 sheriff deputies at one case, at one time. What was the
guy's name, Papa?
His name was Francis Pulser.
Pusak.
He was from Apple Valley, and he was hospitalized with unknown injuries. They showed a mugshot of him.
So he didn't die?
No, he didn't die.
They didn't kill him?
No, he ain't dead.
I'm just trying to understand. They kicked that man, and he had all kind of injuries. They said they hit him and kicked him a total of over 30 times.
Yeah.
But he lived to tell it.
What really gets me is that when you have a team of police people that are a person has handcuffs on him and you still whooping his butt, it's like, where's the, you can get busted for resisting arrest, but,
He laid down and surrendered. They tased him, so he was already immobilized. Then he already had his hands behind his back already voluntarily.
Well, they were pissed off
because
they just
beat him up.
He even run them through the desert, and I think they were in Dunkin' Donuts originally eating some donuts, chilling.
Is that what it was?
They were chilling at Dunkin' Donuts.
They kicked the man all in the head. It was crazy. But all I'm saying is that nobody pulled out a gun. Nobody shot and killed this man.
That's good.
They tased him and beat him up, so at least he's hospitalized, but he lived to tell it.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
he finally regained consciousness. Hopefully he did.
We wish him the best of luck on that.
I don't know. Well, I got one last story. My ex-boyfriend, Troy Polamalu, from the Pittsburgh Steelers, number 43, announced that he is retiring.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very sad. He was one of, to me, the best players on the Steelers team.
Mm-hmm.
He was played the position of safety. But he announced he was the 8-time Pro Bowler, and he announced that he is retiring. He's done with playing football, at least on the field. So hopefully he'll still do those Head and Shoulders commercials because he looks so good doing that. Mm-hmm. Took me back to the old days.
So what does he plan on doing afterwards?
He hasn't said. He just said he's retiring from actively playing football.
Mm-hmm.
So, Troy, if you're listening tonight, I'll miss you, honey.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Well, what's going to happen with the baby daddy, Mr. Prince?
He's still good.
You guys got any questions or comments what we're talking about? Hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
So, we're going to take a little CC break. We're going to come back with What's Poppin' with Poppa DD.
Looking for a new cocktail to serve at your next dinner party? Trying to figure out what pairs well with your main entree? Then you need to visit the Cocktail of the Week archive at apajamaparty.com. We've got a list of all the cocktails we've featured on previous Pajama Party shows with recipes and pictures of the drinks. And believe me, we've had some good ones. And while you're on the website, visit the archives for previous shows. Just click on any date, and you can hear the shows again and again. We've got you covered at apajamaparty.com. And tell a friend. They'll thank you.
We're back at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Hey, hey.
What you got for us, Papa, tonight?
All right, let's see here. I'm going to lay something on what's popping here. A couple things. The New England Patriots. We know they're the Super Bowl champions. Okay? We're getting their props for that, which is cool. I think Seattle kind of lost that game by not doing what they should have done, but that's another story. But the story I want to focus on is Gronkowski, who was a tight end for the New England Patriots. He's a young hot shot, doing his thing, living life. And he's out doing a little acting now and dancing at discos. And they're following this guy like crazy. Whatever thing he's doing, everybody's praising him for this and praising him for that. And it's cool. Do what you want to do. Ain't his fault. But my problem with this whole situation is that there's a gentleman by the name of Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler is also a player of the New England Patriots. And Malcolm Butler was a gentleman who caught the interception at the end of the game that won the game for them. Now, this game went back and forth between these two teams. Either one could have won. But I have not heard any hoopla on him since the game was over. Haven't heard anything on him since the game was over. And then the other, a slap in the face was, instead of Tom Brady being humble and giving him the MVP trophy because he did, in fact, win the game by intercepting the ball on the 1-yard line, Tom Brady gave him the truck that they gave him. Only because Tom Brady makes about $18 million a year, and I'm sure a pickup truck is one less thing he needs in his garage full of cars, okay? So you hand the brother a truck. He gets no fanfare, or maybe he's getting some commercials in New England. I'm not in New England, so I don't know what's happening up in the Boston area as far as he's concerned. But I'm speaking on national commercials. This man, I don't see him having recognition. And his name is Malcolm Butler. and he was the cornerback that caught the interception at the end of the game that secured the win for the Patriots. Not only should they give him the MVP because he won the game, because Seattle could have put the Beast Man in there. It was only second down, and I'm sure that Beast Man would have scored a touchdown within the next 3 downs. But they decided to throw a pass, and that gentleman, Malcolm Butler, intercepted it and won the game for the Patriots. But I have seen no fanfare on him. But you got Gronkowski, who's out there now making commercials, doing all kinds of acting, all kind of stuff, only because Mr. Butler won the game. If Seattle would have won the game, the media or the commercial world wouldn't have cared about Gronkowski. They would have been dealing with some of the Seattle Seahawks members as far as commercials and things. So, such a diss on the brother who won the Super Bowl. And like I said, the biggest diss was Tom Brady giving up his prize-winning MVP truck for the gentleman. Here, take my pickup truck. You know, please. Anyway. Hey, if you got any comments on that, give us a call, 914-803-4306, and
Press 1.
Chime in on that.
Press 1.
And you know, we're going to talk also about the Secret Service. Boy, what a group that is.
They need to be.
Last night in D.C., another member of the Secret Service, had nothing to do with the president's threat on his life, but one of them went to his ex-girlfriend's house and busted the door down and broke a couple windows. And this is on the heels of another one of his co-workers making unwanted sexual advances to a co-worker. And this all happened within a month's time of each other. You got one Secret Service is pushing up on a co-worker who didn't want to be pushed up on, and one wants his ex-girlfriend back, went by the house, she wouldn't let him in. He knocks down the door and busts out a couple windows. And I'm just trying to figure out on this Secret Service for Barack Obama, who the hell is work between the different driving under the influence and the stuff that happened overseas and what was that little town, that little Morocco town, South America. You know, they over there buying coochie and stuff and doing all kind of crazy stuff. I'm like, well, damn. Yeah, so it's just a mess. It's a mess. Believe me. And finally on this what's poppin' thing, the South Carolina case, I just want to focus back on that for a second and say that when you have stuff going on, when you're riding dirty, you know, you really have to expect the unexpected. You know, if your license are expired or revoked or whatever's going on with you, every time you get in that car and crank up that engine, you know that you know it ain't gonna turn out good. You know, so you've been our listening audience, and nobody's perfect. Don't get me wrong, and sometimes people do what they think they have to do. But know that the laws out there are serious when it comes to driving revoked or driving suspended, under the influence, and all kinds of stuff like that. And once you enter that particular zone out there, you know, they're out there to get you. And that's just one thing to hem you up in the system. Once you get hemmed up in that, ain't no telling what kind of attitude that police officer is going to have. So, I mean, just some levels that we can take off what's happening out here today. Some of the things that we could do to prevent being put in a precarious situation is to watch yourself. You know, if your papers ain't right and things ain't right, you really need to consider cranking up that car to get out there and do what you have to do.
All right.
And I just want to put that out here on what's popping for tonight.
All right. Okay. Got any questions or comments on what we're talking about tonight? Or got any comments on what Pop was talking about? 914-803-4306.
And press 1. Bam.
Got to get in the queue. We can check you out, see what's going on with you. Or check us out at apajamaparty.com. You can catch us online. And we're going to take a little CC break. And we're going to come back with some weird news.
Hey, this is Redwine, just doing a few promos for the Pajama Party Adult Online Radio Talk Show. You know how we do it. PJs only. No clothes allowed. And I was just trying to get this done.
Hey, Redwine, are you talking about the Pajama Party? where we talk about hot topics, movie reviews, living for the city, and what's popping with me, Poppa DD.
I know you guys aren't doing this spot without me. Ketel with the Yellow Time. Did you tell everybody that they can reach us at apajamaparty.com or call us live, 914-803-4306. Check us out on Twitter. And don't forget to tip the list.
Okay, now is the time for me to sing.
We don't have time for all that.
Oh, she could sing.
Aw.
Let's get back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Hello.
What we got up next?
That's some really weird news.
Come on with it, Redwine.
I'm up first. Okay, first, we got this couple down in Florida that's been arrested for selling, check this out, golden tickets to heaven, and they're blaming Jesus for it.
Are you serious?
These people, I don't know what to say. I really don't. Now, I'll just give you the story, and you tell me what you think. The people's name is Tito and Amanda Watts. It's a couple in Florida. They were selling these golden tickets. It says they sold several hundred of them, selling golden tickets to heaven for $99.99 each. Now, obviously, these tickets were fraudulent.
No.
Yeah, obviously. But they said that they were selling their divine product on the street, and they told buyers that the tickets were made of solid gold and guaranteed you a spot in heaven. All you had to do was present this golden ticket at the pearly gates, and you were good to go.
Shut up.
Now, you would think people would not be so gullible, but folks were buying them.
How much?
$99.99. You got a $100 bill, you get a penny back.
How does the ticket get to the Golden Gate?
I have no clue how they think a dead person is going to carry this golden ticket with them. I do not know, and I guess the buyers didn't think of that either. But they were saying that the ticket was actually, it was a piece of wood, spray-painted gold, that said, "Ticket to Heaven, admit one," written with a marker. Now, you would think that should have been like an alert that would make you think, maybe this isn't too legit.
Mayday.
Yeah, really.
How are sales?
It doesn't say how. Well, let me see. They sold, I don't know how many they sold, but when they got busted, the cops found $10,000 in cash, 5 crack pipes, and a baby alligator. Now, I don't know what they were doing with the alligator. But obviously they were using the crack pipes to come up with this idea.
Why you had to come up with that, Red? Why we had to say something about the alligator?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
what you doing with a baby
really,
alligator? That sounds like something Papa would say.
I'm just saying. I don't know what they were doing with the baby alligator.
Yeah, as bad as they are, what's the alligator? The alligator is actually a good one in all this. Yeah,
unless they had him smoking crack.
The alligator is actually a good one in all this. So
I don't know.
They gonna have the animal control people coming after them, huh?
Girl, look, when they arrested the people, one of the people said, "I don't care what the police say. These tickets are solid gold. It ain't cut up 2x4s that I spray painted gold. And it was Jesus who gave it to me behind the KFC and told me to sell it so I could make money to go to outer space."
Oh, Lord help.
That's what they told the cops.
Lord help them.
They said Jesus told them this behind the KFC. Gave them this divine idea. And they said they were going to use this money so they could go to outer space. I submit to you, they were already in outer space.
I would have loved to have been on duty that night.
I know those cops had to be cracking up. They're like, wait a minute, you were trying to go to outer space, so you were selling wood, spray painted gold, and people were buying it?
Send people to heaven, but you trying to go to outer space.
I think they're already there, I'm telling you.
Ooh, what you got over there, Papa? Because that's cool.
Lord, I need to refresh my glass after that.
What you got, Papa?
Oh, look like we got thousands of goldfish invade Taylor Lake, Colorado.
What? The goldfish?
Goldfish?
I thought they were harmless.
Well, it's piranhas. This is goldfish.
Yeah, goldfish don't mess with anybody, do they?
Well, what happened?
Looks like thousands of goldfish have taken over Colorado Lake. A dangerous invasion that will likely lead to a massive draining. Wildlife officials are saying the seamless, harmless freshwater fish have been. They've turned Boulder's Taylor Lake into one big old fish bowl. No pun intended on that. Devastating the lake's ecosystem. After a handful were tossed into the water about 2 years ago, Colorado said they must have been reproducing up a storm.
Wow. How many?
They said they've come up. They have a school of 4,000 goldfish in this here river, which is blocking anything that the water is usually made for or turned into. That they have to drain it and scoop out all the fish in the meantime.
What color were these fish?
Gold.
Oh, okay.
Goldfish, regular ones you have in a fish bowl that you put in fresh water.
You think that story has something to do with the gold tickets?
I don't know if they're related. This is Colorado.
That made me think about those giant pandas that were last week.
This is where marijuana is legal, so ain't no telling what's up.
Maybe they were seeing goldfish.
They were doing a lot of reproducing, boy. They put in about a handful of goldfish and 4,000.
2 years later.
Wow.
That's some serious reproducing.
But it's saying they're harmless fish, and it's a quick fix. They just have to drain the system and scoop out the goldfish and get a fresh start.
Somebody might have thrown some blue pills up in there or something. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Anyway.
They were like, hit it.
Hit it and quit it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Check this one out. I got a crazy one. Deputies find cabin in Washington State. Family reported had been stolen off its foundation. That's what I said.
Cabin?
The cabin.
Not the contents of the cabin. The actual cabin.
Right. Authorities say a log cabin that a family reported stolen off its foundation has been found in rural northeast Washington. The
crazy.
Sheriff says deputies following a tip found the cabin Thursday morning about 10 miles from its original location. He says the structure had been placed on stilts and was sitting at the end of a private road east of Springdale. Lord have mercy. So
I've heard of people stealing things out of somebody's house.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first time I heard of somebody stealing the whole house.
But wait a minute, the Hempel family goes up there to the log cabin. It's a 10 by 20 foot structure, and like you said, they called the popo and said our log cabin's missing.
Can you imagine you going up there for the weekend to go fishing or whatever, got your little stuff packed up, and you pull up in your little station wagon that's 20 years old. You look up and go, where's the cabin?
It was right there. No, it's not here.
It's not there. Maybe we're at the wrong place. They say, well, this is the address. This is the old tree stump where we hang a left.
See what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, the kids, they're out there playing and, scribbling something on, like you said, the trees. And
you got all your little landmarks and identifying marks and whatnot. That's crazy.
Yeah, so they know where stuff is.
So somebody stole a cabin and then went and took it how far away?
10 miles.
10 miles away. What the heck did you put a 10 by 20 foot cabin on? A flatbed truck?
That's interesting.
What they do, call a tow truck? I need you to tow my cabin from over here to over there.
Oh, boy, that's crazy. I bet you it's somebody they knew. Probably some neighbor or something. They
put it up in stilts and did what? Moved in?
It doesn't say.
That is really crazy.
Yep.
That's
crazy.
Weird news.
Yeah.
I don't understand people. I never heard anybody steal a whole house.
Have you, Papa?
Not at all.
Yeah, that's a crazy one there.
I'm saying, what they use, a tow truck? A big old flatbed? And say, just pick it up and take it 10 miles up the road. Follow me.
Yeah. Wow. If you guys want to get on these crazy, weird news discussions, give us a call, 914-803-4306. And press
one.
Yeah. We want to hear from you tonight. We got a few surprises later on. We're going to give you an announcement, big announcement that we're going to do within the next couple of months. But we're going to take a little CC break, and we're going to come back with, I'm Just Saying, with Redwine. Hey, this is Ketel with the Yellow Top. I'm waiting to hear from you tonight. I'm at the Pajama Party Live. So you can reach us at 914-803-4306. Or you can check us out on apajamaparty.com. I've got my opinions, but I want to hear yours. Poppa DD and Redwine are trying to beat me down, so I need you to call back and back me up. I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing, so call me now. 914-803-4306. I'm right here on WBJP, Blog Talk Radio, waiting to hear from you. Here they come. I gotta go.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Hit it.
No, we passed that.
Oh, okay.
Redwine's freaking out. She was fanning herself early with her menopause.
Oh, really?
She's been freaking out on her all night. Let's just do a segment on Redwine.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, see, I'm about to piss her off for a minute, because
okay, you don't want none of that.
I sit here and try to tolerate her different attitudes, okay, and you know.
Excuse me, this is my segment.
See what I'm saying?
Come on, Redwine, what you talking about?
Wait, you hear that music? That means it's my turn.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying tonight, why just help when you can just video? That's my topic. Why just help when you can just video? Now, we live in the age of video. Okay, when you see something sad or funny, illegal, or just out of the normal, you can whip out your cell phone and shoot a video. Some people share these videos with their friends and family on social media sites, and I don't know what they do with the rest of them. But here's my question. How many people are using them for the good? I've seen more videos of people fighting, people getting jumped, robbed, attacked, all kinds of crazy stuff. But so many times people are using these videos for their own personal amusement. Really, people? I'm just saying, if you come across somebody doing something wrong to someone, is your first thought, let me shoot a video and upload it to Facebook? If it is, then you really need to check yourself. I can understand that sometimes people don't want to get involved in something that, could turn into an investigation or something like that. But if you have a video on your phone that could possibly help solve a crime or bring someone to justice for a crime they committed, then you might want to really think about what you do with that video, okay? I'm just saying. I came across a website recently called Ghetto Fights on Facebook. Now, I'm not a prude, but certainly I've been around the block maybe once or twice. But Ghetto Fights? Really? I just wonder how many people who recorded these people getting beat down to the white meat by other people ever thought to do something more useful with the video instead of uploading it to these sites so people can look at it and comment and sometimes just laugh at it. Some of the comments that people post on these sites just makes me feel like some of us are not as intellectually evolved as we try to say we are. And it's very disappointing to know that a lot of these fights continue to appear online. And these are not just social media sites where you see these things. There are websites completely dedicated to this madness. I'm not going to call them out and give them any free publicity, but I'm just putting them all on notice. You sicken me. And because the Constitution guarantees you the right to free speech, that's the only reason you stay online. But if it were up to me, I'd shut you down. You'd be shut down so fast your head would spin. And it's not just young people that are fighting on these sites, but it's grown people, even older people. In my opinion, there's nothing worse than seeing two older women, and I'm talking about women over the age of 60, fighting each other in the middle of the street. And I'm talking about cussing at each other, pulling hair, kicking, scratching, knocked down, fighting. Who does that? Other than these ratchet adults and the ratchet people that shoot it and post the videos. I'm just saying. We've seen these people, use cell phones to shoot videos and bring people to justice in this crazy world, and that's a beautiful thing. Just recently, a person who was in the right place at the right time captured the policeman in South Carolina shooting and killing an unarmed man. And I applaud the person who turned in that video to let it be used for good. But I have a problem with the folks that keep uploading all these fight videos that serve no purpose. If that's the only way you can get your kicks, then as Mr. T used to say, I pity the fool. I'm just saying, to the people who continually upload these ghetto fight videos, how would you feel if you saw your sister or your mother or your daughter or even your son being dragged around in the street or in somebody's front lawn while a group of people just stood around with their cell phones recording it? Think about that. All those people standing there recording the fight and nobody tries to break it up? Now, how ridiculous is that? I bet if some ratchet woman jumped on your sister at a club and proceeded to bang her head on the ground, you would want somebody to break it up before she ended up dead or with some kind of permanent brain injury or something. So just think about it. I'm just saying, I've had enough of this ratchetness, and the foolishness needs to stop. This is Redwine, and I'm just saying.
I heard that.
Yeah, that makes sense, Redwine. I've seen a lot of videos lately. There was something recently in Brooklyn, New York, at the casino. That was
I saw that.
Just crazy.
Insanity.
And somebody was just sitting there recording the whole thing, and the little security guards, the no gun carrying security guards, was getting beat down by the crowd. They were throwing chairs. Everybody was just getting walloped, and these just grown adults just. And then the gentleman the gentleman was out in the parking lot shooting a gun for no apparent reason. He just shooting it and just ran away. Brother just showed up and started pow pow pow. They're shooting out. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
It's just stupidity that goes on. And instead of people thinking, when you see like a fight in the neighborhood or something, their first inclination doesn't even seem to be call 911. Right. And I understand that with all the craziness going on with the cops, people may have some reservations about that. But, you know, that's still the job of the police. But to sit there and say, oh, a fight, let me get my phone out and video it so I can show it to my friends and we can laugh about it, I don't understand. Yeah. Where is the humanity? That's what I'm saying. Where is the humanity in people? You'd rather put it on those ratchet websites and sit back and laugh at it, and you'll see like 2,000-3,000 comments where people have watched it, dropped their little comments about, man, I would have busted cap in her, or she should have finished that all 5 minutes into the fight. And they're judging and ranking how the fights go. This stuff is stupid.
But see, people are so big on the social media thing that they want to videotape and they want to get popular just like that. Because they want to get hits. The hits mean how many people view the video.
Right.
Once they get more hits, they become more popular. Joe Blow sent out this video and she got 1 million hits. So she's an overnight sensation. You know, it's this thing about social media now that people are into. And that's just the way things are changing. But still, they're getting involved. They're videotaping. But then they're worried about their social status. That's what it is. That's what it's about.
So it's all about the hits, about those hits. No logic.
There you go.
Okay, that's a new song. I'm going to record that.
I think the one thing that we can elaborate on that particular situation a little deeper is to say that this whole internet thing, I mean, I'm not on Facebook or I don't follow the social stuff like that. I'm social enough just standing alone myself. I can develop my own situation, being a leader, not a follower. In most cases, though, the internet is something that's...
It's something that continues to go on and on and on, and people do this crazy stuff on a regular basis, and what I just don't understand is how long are we going to sit back and be a part of it?
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. Well, we want to take a little CC break, and we're going to come back and we're going to finish this discussion. So,
yeah, 914-803-4306. We'll be right back.
You're in tune to the Late Night Adult Pajama Party right here on Blog Talk Radio. This is a production of DC Homegrown Entertainment. To share your opinion with the Pajama Party Crew, call us on 914-803-4306 and press 1. If you'd rather just listen in, you can still call us and listen on your phone, or you can listen online by going to our website, www.apajamaparty.com, and clicking the Listen banner in the top right corner. So join the conversation and let us know what you think about tonight's topics or whatever is on your mind. Okay, who turned the lights off? Call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
What's up?
What's going on?
What we got next?
Living for the city.
Living for the city?
Come on, Papa. You're going to hang it on it tonight.
Okay.
What's your topic for tonight, Don?
You know, I want to talk about Nike. Let's focus on Nike for a minute.
Okay.
Nike goes into what's called Ivy City, which is a section of Washington, D.C.
Uh-oh.
And they built a store there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I rode through Ivy City. Ivy City is the area of D.C. which is off of New York Avenue and all that jazz. But I think that area could use a lot more than a Nike store. I think that area could use a supermarket. I think it could use a Walmart, a farmer's market, something that's a little more significant than a Nike store. Well, why didn't you put an iPhone store there? Oh, you think people might steal from the iPhone store. So you throw some sneakers in a place that's already predominantly black populated, and you throw a sneaker store and a sweatsuit store and a yoga outfits and things like that, but you don't put a dress-up store. You put athletic wear and sneakers in a black neighborhood that's already has its share of sneakers and athletic wear. Okay? Not a supermarket with some produce in it and some regular food. So we got liquor stores, fast food restaurants, and sneakers. Let me run that by you again. The neighborhood is infested with liquor stores, fast food restaurants, and sneakers. And Nike officials are out there on the grand opening, cutting a ribbon. Oh, yeah, this is what we do. And then you got the employees going along with the program. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is what we bring to the community. It was just crazy. I just thought it was completely ludicrous. And they got the mayor, the new mayor of D.C., and she's down there. She's hyping about a sneaker store, in the middle of the hood. All that space, all that money, instead of building a supermarket, somebody can go and buy some food that could save their lives, start buying some produce to save their fat lives or knock their high blood pressure down or something like that, or their hypertension. We can start eating some cucumbers and some squash and some artichokes and some broccoli. You know what I mean? So they throw a store there, which is crazy. I mean, that's just my opinion. If you have an opinion on that, give me a call, 914-803-4306. You want to comment on that? Also, I want to talk about, I want to recap, like I said earlier, on the whole police situation with the different things going on with the people being killed and stuff like that. I think the biggest situation on this here is the fact that police aren't stopping for a minute and calling for backup. Everybody is just trying to do their own thing. Everybody's trying to solve the whole situation. Nobody, the police goes there and he wants to, like I said, be the judge, jury, and executioner, and not settle the situation by calling for backup, calling for a negotiator, a SWAT team, or whatever it takes to settle this thing down. They're not doing any of that. They want to settle the whole situation at that time with their gun, going by themselves and handle their business, and it's not working. It's not working. You got a whole police force behind you, and behind the county you have the state, and behind the state you have the government. You had a situation, you can diffuse it, So you have to.
You got to do what, Papa?
You have to take the time to take the time. Stop trying to soothe a situation by yourself, with yourself. Get on the radio. When he was chasing the gentleman in South Carolina, he should have called the dispatcher and say, I'm in pursuit of a suspect on foot, and help to apprehend the gentleman. But this guy going to pull out his gun and shoot 8 bullets at him. What did that soothe? 8 bullets? Like I said earlier, what if it was a child walking in the crossfire? What if it was an old man out there in a wheelchair just getting out there getting some fresh air? Nobody's thinking about that. I mean, it's crazy. All these things that are going on, if you look at all these situations, it was one cop by himself doing his thing. Mr. Wyatt Earp trying to be detective in 5 years, so he's trying to get a collar, as they say in the police world. Take the time to slow your ass down. Call for backup, And the last thing I want to focus on is drinking, okay? Now, you got people in this world that will knock people's drink based on what they drink. But I hear different gatherings of people and social events that are going to look at paintings and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, we had some wine. We drank our wine. But then when you sit there with a glass of liquor in your hand, like myself, I like my brown liquor. people look at you and say, oh, well, you drink that liquor. Well, if you're drinking your wine, why the hell are you worried about my liquor? I'm just saying, I mean, but, you know, I've heard, if you listen to yourself, listen to people that are wine drinkers. They act like their wine is it all it is. Yeah, well, me and my girlfriends got together and we played some charade and we had some wine, like everything was cool. But you mentioned liquor, people look at you like you're some kind of drunk or something. Hell, you drink enough wine, you'll get drunk.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Red wine knows for sure.
Don't stop.
The whole thing I'm saying in a nutshell is that whatever you drink, whether you drink rum, tequila, vodka, scotch,
red wine
in her case, Jack Daniels, Cavassier, Hennessy, Alizé, whatever. That's what you do. If somebody's sitting there, if you have a nice glass of wine in your hand looking all pretty, and somebody sits next to you and they pour some straight Hennessy with no rocks sitting next to you, don't turn up your nose saying, what's that smell? Hell, what's that smell? Your breath stink too.
Okay.
It just smells a different way. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
In my Living for the City segment. Drink what you drink. Hell, I paid for this. You ain't paid for this. All right?
All right.
You agree, Redwine?
I agree with you.
You got any comments?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's got to be snowing outside.
It must be.
Redwine and Papa agreeing with each other?
Well, actually, me and Redwine got some tickets from one of our sponsors, and we went to a show last night, which was a spur of the moment thing. We went to see Stevie Wonder. He was in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You know, we didn't go as we didn't go as a date or anything. Redwine's not my type, but we went to see Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, I had to sit next to
him. And
I had a good time anyway.
He did songs off the Songs in the Key of Life. It was called the Songs in the Key of Life tour.
Fabulous, darling. Fabulous.
Yeah, it was a nice it was a nice venture. It was spur of the moment. Spur of the moment, and I think Redwine got a ticket. She called me.
Yeah, I got connections.
And I got up and
I was gonna call you, Ketel, but we only had 2 tickets.
It's all good. I ain't mad at
we
I'm doing my own thing.
Oh, excuse me. We'll talk after we get off the air.
Okay.
Ketel was she's doing her own thing.
She was indisposed.
Taking meat in the back. Anyway, it was a nice show though. Stevie was very relaxed. He was very laid back, and he did all of his songs off the Song in the Key of Life album, which is amazing.
He is quite the comedian.
Oh, he's a comedian
I didn't
too.
know Stevie was that funny.
Very funny, yeah.
And Indy Iree was there backing him up, well as his orchestra. He had a violin section that was just crazy. That did most of the songs, the harmonica section, the horn section.
Pastime Paradise, that was beautiful.
Pastime Paradise.
The violin.
If it's magic, as. You know,
he did every song.
I Am Singing
for like 4 hours.
You know, 4 hours. The show started around.
He took one intermission
8 and ended at 12. And
it's crazy.
Stevie Wonder is a real talented man.
Wow.
To
I
say
think
the least.
we got whoever paid for those tickets. They got their money's worth at least 2-3 times.
Yeah, through us.
Because
we was enjoying it.
I could have been a stowaway.
Yeah.
You could have been. You know, we'll work it out next time.
Yep.
But I would just say to all of our listeners, if you get a chance to see Stevie in a city near you, it is worth the money. You should go.
Yeah,
you will not be disappointed.
He's very good. Very, very good.
Well, you guys want to dial in 914-803-4306.
Press 1.
Or catch us on apajamaparty.com. And we're going to take a little CC break, and we're going to come back with Hollywood wrap-ups.
Okay.
It's another Friday night at the Pajama Party Show, and we're here with our PJs on because you know we don't allow clothes in here. If you enjoyed the Pajama Party Show, why not invite a friend or tell a neighbor to tune in right now? Go ahead and text them. I'll wait. Tell them to call us right now at 914-803-4306. And if they want to join in on the conversation, tell them to press 1 so that we'll know they have something to say. We'd love to meet your neighbors, friends, and relatives, so send them a text, email them, or call them up and tell them to join us for the Pajama Party live on Blog Talk Radio. The more the merrier, or is it Misery Loves Company, or whichever. Tell them to call us up on 914-803-4306 if they just want to listen, or press 1 if you want to join the conversation. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party show while I try to find out who hid the belt from my robe. I tell you the truth. Y'all know you're so wrong for that.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Yo, yo.
And we got, Ketel has the Hollywood wrap-up. What we got going on with Hollywood?
Well, check this out. You know the top 3 movies this week were The Furious 7. I'm not sure how many more they're going to do after that. I hope this is the last one.
Yeah, that's a lot. We talked about sequels before, but anyway.
Yeah. This was the last one that, this is a movie that Paul Walker, that was his last film. And he was in half of the film, and the other half his brother finished his part.
Really?
So that was pretty good, yeah. For 3 days, they made almost $150 million. That was their projected.
In 3 days?
148 point and some.
I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah. Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson, he was in this one. And, of course, Ludacris. Yeah, he signed on.
Tyrese is in it, too, right?
Tyrese, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't really see, you know what's so interesting about that, though, just a comment on that particular story. I don't really see Tyrese and the other brother hanging out too tough. What's his name? The rapper you were just talking
Ludacris?
about. Ludacris, yeah. Not that they have to.
Two different genres,
maybe they're from 2 different zones.
Yeah.
But I see him more. I see, the other gentleman hanging out with more. He has an old soul.
Yeah.
Well, Tyrese is like an old school.
He's an old soul. He's got an old soul.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He's a rapper.
Right. They kind of 2 different genres.
And a businessman.
Yeah.
And Home was number 2.
Home?
Yep,
Really?
Home with Rihanna, Jennifer Lopez.
And Redwine's boy.
Oh, yeah, Jim Parsons.
She loves that cat.
And Steve Martin was in this also.
Oh, really?
Martin?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in that.
I didn't realize Jennifer Lopez was too. So, but they had been pushing Rihanna and Jim Parsons. Those are the top 2 people.
But does Jennifer Lopez need any more money? I mean,
well,
first of all,
she must have got some of this $28 million because that's what they made in 10 days.
It took them 10 days to get $28 million.
Yeah, I knew that.
Then the next one was Get Hard with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell.
How's that doing?
It did only $13 million in 10 days. So
that
you
thing
go
kind
figure.
of broke even.
Yeah, probably. Look, that $13 million was probably Kevin Hart. That was probably his thing.
Yeah, that's one.
But I want to get on the subject of Shonda Rhimes. She started Shonda Land.
Who is Shonda Rhimes, by the way?
Shonda Rhimes.
That's my girl.
Award-winning writer, director, producer.
Mm-hmm.
She created the hit TV series Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, our Scandal, as we love, Redwine.
Oh, yeah.
And How to Get Away with Murder.
Mm-hmm.
That's starting to be one of my favorites. She monopolizes Thursday night. They call it TGIT. Thank God it's Thursday.
Oh, yeah, on ABC.
Yep. She is the first black woman to create and executive produce a top 10 network series. She's an overachiever. She graduated from Dartmouth College and USC in Cali.
Is she single?
Yeah.
She is.
Single, got 2 kids. Uh-oh, what's up, Papa? She raking in the money, huh?
Oh, that sounds like his type.
I just want to maybe take her out somewhere we can spend her money.
Oh, right now.
Oh, my God. I said that sounds like his type.
It's a package deal. The babies come with it, so, what you going to do with the baby?
All the money she got, I wouldn't care if chimpanzees came.
What?
I wouldn't care if she had a baby crocodile.
I ain't messing with
I
you,
wouldn't
Papa.
care if she had...
I know who has a baby crocodile. Those people selling gold tickets to heaven, they got baby crocodiles.
Okay. Also got some Hollywood birthdays. Remember Kristen Stewart? She played in the vampire movies, the Hollywood vampire movies.
I don't remember her, but okay.
25, April the 9th. Steven Seagal. Isn't this your boy, Papa?
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, April 10th. He's 62.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He's getting up there.
Right. This is my favorite, Mr. Playboy himself, Hugh Hefner.
Oh, my God.
April 9th.
Is he 104?
Kick back about 15 years. He's 89.
April 9th? How old is he?
89.
Wow. He's an Aries.
All right.
We're in the age of Aries, by the way, just so you know.
Age of
It goes
Aquarius.
between March 21st and April 20th.
Okay.
So happy birthday to the Aries
Is that
people
when the
out
moon
there.
is in the second house and Jupiter aligns with Mars?
I'm not messing with you.
I know
Can
that.
I finish up these
It's one of the better
Then
zodiacs
y'all can
out
fight after this.
Okay, who else you got?
Keisha Knight Pullman, remember her?
Oh, Rudy.
Rudy, April 9th. She's 36.
Baby!
Paul Robeson from Old Man River.
Yeah.
Old Man River. He's deceased now, but he would have been 77. His birthday was April the 9th also. And Cynthia Nixon, actress from Sex and the City.
Oh, yeah, with the short cut hair.
Right, with the red hair.
Okay.
She was 49. I believe we got a caller coming in. What we got, Redwine?
Okay, yeah, we have a caller on the line. Caller, you are live on the Pajama Party Friday night. Go right ahead. What's your comment?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Just to introduce myself, man. Long time listener, first time caller. You know, it's the Low Dog. Just so y'all know, it's AKA Mr. I don't know y'all, but if you know, dog, I'm trying to keep it on the low, dog. You know, so just two things I wanted to say real quick, man. I wanted to call in because I've been hearing your show and I've been appreciating everything y'all been talking about. Just wanted to make a little quick comment on the whole cop situation down there in with the. I know y'all probably seen over the situation. I heard you mention it slightly. About the guy that got shot in the back, young
South
black
Carolina.
kid. Oh man,
Yeah, down in South Carolina.
Man, let me tell you something. That is just truly unbelievable. I just think that I just think that the cops and everything like that, it's getting out of control as far as the whole corruption and everything going on. Like, I know you all saw the video. I saw the video too, and it was truly unbelievable to watch. And I just wanted to know your comments on that and just to pick your brain on how you feel about it, because I felt some type of way about that, and I didn't appreciate it. You know?
No, I completely understand what you're saying, you know, and I'm with you on that. I think it's a bunch of bull that these officers are just like out there like they're patrolling the wild, wild west again. It's almost like the law doesn't pertain to them, but we're supposed to all be governed by the law, and that stuff has got to stop. They should not be able to just bust a cap in somebody because you don't feel like following process and procedure. That's not right.
Yeah, and you know, when I was watching the video, of course, I watched it a couple of times just before I made a comment to make sure that I'm making a comment that I can actually, kind of back up the details and facts and all that. But I was watching the video, and when they zoomed in to the point where they were, not only did the guy was running away at no danger to the officer or to the public, this guy open-loaded about 8 shots over to his way, and then they showed another particular part where this guy went over to grab, which I think was the taser that he supposedly said the guy was trying to take from him, and tried to plant the weapon beside the kid. I mean, that's just
that was crazy.
Like,
that was crazy.
Oh.
That was
That was crazy.
I mean, how do you expect the public to have to be backing the police and feeling safe with police involved when you got corruption such as this? It's unbelievable.
That's true. Yeah.
That was disgraceful.
And then even just today, I just saw another news clip with some officers down in, I think, California, or I can't remember. I don't know where it was at, but the guy was running from him and all that, and, the guy jumped off the horse and put his hands up, spread out, and everything like that, and they just beat the crap out of this kid.
They beat his ass completely.
Yeah, that was in California, out in San Bernardino County or Valley.
We just commented on that.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. The man jumped down. I say the brother because I feel bad for him. I feel solidarity to anybody that's abused by anybody else. That man fell off or jumped off, however, off of the horse, laid on the ground in surrender, and they tased him and then beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, and they were both gentlemen were kind of caught up on the same situation. The gentleman in San Bernardino, California, he was in a house that happened to be raided, and he ran out because he had some warrants on him, And the same with the gentleman in South Carolina ran out because he had some warrants on them. So both these guys are running from warrants that really wasn't intended for them in the beginning. They would stop for something totally different, and he was just in the wrong house at the wrong time when the police came, but his self-conscious mind said to run because he got something on him. So it just going to show you when you hold on to things like that.
Yeah, these are the type of things, these are the type of things that it's crazy, but I just wanted to get on, jump in, and speak my piece. Like I say, long time listener, first time caller, and I just felt like today was the day. And shout out to the whole Pajama Party movement. Everybody listening, tuning in, please keep supporting. If you're not supporting, please start. And I just want to say also, I just poured myself a cup of the Farmers Market, and I'm good to go.
All right, now.
All right.
Yeah.
I was about to get to that. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for calling in.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah.
Keep listening.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
we always enjoy our first-time callers. We know y'all are listening, but sometimes you're too shy to press 1. So if you could muster up the nerve, if you're on the line, press 1. Mm-hmm. Let us hear from you tonight. It's Friday. What else you doing?
It's 914-803-4306. You can also listen to us on the web at apajamaparty.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back with our cocktail of the week, as well as give some information on the upcoming event that we have in June. We're having our first annual get-together that you can attend and come and check out the crew and get your party on and help us celebrate our first anniversary at this.
But I'm shy.
But anyway, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
It's Friday night, and you're listening to the Pajama Party Show Live. Tune in every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific. We push it to the limit every week like only we can. We've got hot topics, hit it and quit it headlines, TV and movie reviews, commentaries, and the world's famous Kiss It list. And you don't want to be on the Kiss It list. So visit apajamaparty.com. Check out the cocktail of the week. Get your glass and get your laugh on with the Pajama Party Crew, doing what we do right here with you. Get up on this and push it. Push it real good.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Good evening.
And we have Mr. Lowe who joined the studio here. Mr. Lowe, you want to say hello? Mr.
That's
Lowe
used to be our resident bartender.
Used to be our resident bartender.
He got a promotion and had to roll out on us.
Say hello to the people.
Mr. Lowe is checking in. This is Mr. Lowe coming to you live. Just wanted to check in and let you know I'm still him. I still am here. Goodness gracious, I've been drinking a little too much. I still am here with the Pajama Party, supporting in full effect, and we ready to get it started.
All right.
We need to talk about what we need to drink tonight.
The cocktail of the week, Farmers Market. This is a strong but smooth cocktail. It goes down smooth. Packs a punch that sneaks up on you.
I don't say so.
Sneaker.
Okay, so here you go.
What does it consist of?
1 shot of Crown Royal apple.
Mm-hmm.
A half a shot of triple sec. 2 shots of orange juice. OJ. Ginger ale if preferred. You mix the Crown Royal apple with the triple sec and orange juice and a shaker with ice. Shake it up and pour it in a glass with ice. And you can top it with ginger ale if you prefer.
Cut up a little bit, huh?
So that was the Farmer's Market. Yep.
Oh, I get it. Farmer's Market. Because you got the apples and the peaches. If you use the peach, what is the peach schnapps?
Right.
Or if you go with the triple sec.
Right.
What's triple sec? That's oranges.
That's
right.
it. That's right.
Okay, so you got apples and oranges. And the peach schnapps, which I've tried that variation too. You get peaches, apples, and oranges.
There you go.
Very tasty.
And some ginger if you prefer.
Yeah, if you need a little a little topper. You like a little carbonation to your beverage.
Go ahead and say Redwine punk juice.
But for those who can't hang, if you need a little punk juice to calm it down a little bit, you can add a little ginger ale. But for those of us who are grown, we don't use ginger ale. I'm just saying.
Well, we're going to get right on into the Kiss It list. What you got over there, Redwine?
I have,
on the Kiss It
let's see, we got Macy's on the Kiss It list, as we always do.
Red Star.
Yeah, you know, they're on the Kiss It list because they got some jacked up HR situations going on over there.
BS.
They really do.
Bunch of bogus sales.
They really do.
And a preview day on Thursday.
Yeah, you can preview the bull crap on Thursday.
What does that mean anyway?
They don't even know. They don't
know. They just say
BS.
The sale starts Saturday with a preview day on Thursday.
Yeah.
I've never heard what that means.
You can come in and look at all the stuff you want to come back 2 days
but you
later.
gotta buy it on Saturday.
Who the heck knows?
Okay.
Also, I got FedEx on the list.
FedEx.
They're on the Kiss It list for making promises about deliveries that they do not deliver on.
They don't separate their parcels on the trucks. They have their first class parcels blended in with their regular stuff.
With the priority parcels.
With the priority.
Supposed to be delivered at 30.
Yeah.
It may not show up until 12, 1, 2 o'clock.
And then they're gonna make an excuse about the weather in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Like I care in Maryland or D.C. or Virginia.
Yeah.
What's happening in Oklahoma?
Well, it's late because there was a weather storm in Oklahoma.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
And how about Mr. Roger Goodell? He's
Roger Goodell, NFL commissioner. He's on the Kiss It list every damn week.
I heard that.
So we know he's full of shiggity.
Yeah, he is.
And
I got Dr. Ben Carson. Put him on the
Ben
full
Carson.
He's on there again.
He's a
that
fantastic
man has
surgeon.
Perpetual foot and mouth disease. He can't help himself.
Well, Dr. Ben Carson is a famous, what is he, heart surgeon?
He's a brain surgeon.
Yeah, he's a fantastic doctor. He saved a lot of lives, believe me. I'm not knocking his skills at all. But now that he's running for president under the Republican ticket, you could tell he's a driveway and not parallel parking.
All right.
Straight driveway. This man ain't never seen. He never parallel parked in his life, okay?
He might want to take something for that diarrhea of the mouth that he seems
He says
to
stuff about black folks is just crazy. Crazy. And he's the blackest with the knottiest hair I've ever seen. I don't know whoever told him he was anything other than what he is.
What about your boy Boehner? What is he doing this week?
John Boehner's always doing something. So I would say just for whatever he did that I didn't hear about this week, I'm sorry, John. No, I'm not. Let me not lie. John, you're on the Kiss It list.
I saw him hanging out with some group of somebody somewhere.
Well, like I said, he's always
hanging
doing
out.
something.
Yeah, he went to Jerusalem not too long ago.
Yeah, he did. Well, we had him
on the
last
invite. I
week
guess that was a return trip from him inviting the other gentleman.
That young senator, not young, but new senator, Senator Cotton.
Yeah, Cotton.
He's on the Kiss It list.
Senator Cotton for
just for being an idiot.
Writing a letter to a letter to Iraq based on why they don't want to be part of you got a president there. Follow the chain of command, Senator Cotton.
Yeah.
That's all.
How you gonna offer a letter telling another country don't listen to the president of the U.S.
don't listen to the president.
He's on his way out. He can't really do what he's saying he's gonna do.
Right. Plus he's black, so you shouldn't listen to him. He's black.
Why would you listen to the crazy Negro? He doesn't know.
Who you got, Papa? You have anybody?
I got the officer in South Carolina. Let's put him on the Kiss It list.
Sure.
For not calling for backup. For going there like you wide earp or somebody.
Yeah.
Like you Dark Gable.
This is not the Wild
Wild
West.
This ain't the Wild Wild West. You're gonna shoot 8 bullets in the middle of an inner city? What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You think them 8 bullets gonna hit somebody?
Yeah, he's on the Kiss It list.
Because if he would have killed a child, his ass would have been done for real.
Well, what about the cops that knocked the guy off the horse?
Yeah, we're gonna well the horse knocked the guy off the horse.
Well, I'm not mad at the horse. That horse said, look, it is too hot and I'm tired. I'm not going to be involved in your bull crap. Get up off my back.
So the horse ducked his head and the man went flying off the horse. And so we are going to, for kicking that man so horrendously, we're going to put the sheriff of San Bernardino County
out there beating that man.
And Nike for building a store in the hood. They went down to Ivy City, D.C. area, or the area of D.C. called Ivy City, and built a Nike store.
And that's the hood of the hood.
Instead of building a damn supermarket, so people can go buy some produce.
Yeah, you want to
have a gallon of milk and a damn loaf of bread. Okay, you're going to build some sneaker joint. Are you kidding me?
You're wrong for that.
Yeah, we're going to have rubber sandwiches, shoestring, spaghetti. We're going to make spaghetti out of shoestrings. What the hell? What's going on with that? We got a Secret Service.
Yep.
Okay. One guy was trying to get with the girl he worked with, and the other guy went home and wanted to whoop his girlfriend's ass. He's supposed to be protecting the president. Broke the window, broke the door, broke the windows out. Come on, man. It's just coochie.
Come on, man.
It's just coochie. Be cool.
Come on, man.
It's just coochie, for God's sake. She broke up with you? Hell. I tell men all the time, a woman could love you to death, but it only takes a half-inch more penis to replace your ass. Half-inch. That's all it takes.
All right,
She'll forget all about you.
Put the brown looking down, Papa.
She'll forget all about you.
Poppa DD.
The New England Patriots.
The whole team?
For not honoring Malcolm Butler. This guy, Gronkowski, got commercials and all kind of crap. But the man that won the Super Bowl was Malcolm Butler. He caught the interception on the 1-yard line. Because if he didn't catch that, beast mode was going to take it on the next down.
He sure was.
Rest assured on that move, okay? So the New England Patriots on the kisser list for not honoring Malcolm Butler. Should have gave him the MVP because he won the damn game. We got wine drinkers of the world on the kisser list. Always knocking everybody else. Oh, I'm drinking my wine. Oh, what is that stinking liquor you're drinking? What is that nasty-ass wine you're drinking?
No, let us clarify. That's wine snobs, not the wine drinkers.
Okay, well, anyway, drink your wine. Stop talking about my Hennessy.
Wine snobs.
Don't worry about my Jack Daniels, and stay away from my Cavassier.
All right.
Is
Keep
all
your
I'm saying.
business in your own glass.
And for all you people that are that crazy, this song is for you.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh. You can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
Yeah, that was the Kiss It list. For everybody out there who's acting crazy, acting the fool, we're going to flag you and,
that
let
was
you
good.
know that
I
you're
feel
right
better.
there.
I know that much.
What we got? We got some advertisement there, Ketel. Ketel's going to lay some advertising on you, what we got going on here in June.
We got a big announcement. Our anniversary celebration, the Pajama Party, turns 1 year old. So we're going to give a celebration on Saturday, June the 20th, 2015, from 9 to 2 in the Washington, D.C. And it's
what?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
Washington District of Columbia. Is that
yes.
Yeah, giving a big party.
At the White Mansion, the other White House. You can check out tickets probably within the next week or so on Eventbrite, and for advance sales is $20. So our anniversary celebration, the Pajama Party, turns 1. We're going to celebrate it on the Saturday, June the 20th, 2015, from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. at the other White Mansion, the other white meat.
Big old White Mansion.
Check out tickets on Eventbrite, and advance sales are $20.
And we'll be talking about more of that on different shows and things like that, upcoming things. It's going to be our 1 year celebration, and pajamas are option. We're going to be in pajamas. And pajamas with no drawers, of course. And ladies, lingerie you can wear your
clothes are optional.
Lingerie
pajamas recommended.
Lingerie with no panties.
But no nakedness, thank you.
No, women, no.
We ain't trying to do that. That's a different show.
Well, what's your last word, Papa?
Redwine. We got to put out an ad for it.
What? I was just trying to be clear. Don't show up in your birthday suit.
You know, just like I said,
birthday.
wine and hard liquor. If you drink wine, let that wine be your wine. Okay, you drink hard liquor, let your liquor be your liquor. Okay, red wine. When I'm talking about no drawers with lingerie, that's what I'm talking about. I say no drawers with pajamas, no drawers with pajamas.
That's your last word, Papa?
Okay, you want to put on your granny?
I'm just trying to understand.
You want to wear your granny drawers and wear your granny drawers.
You don't wear pajamas.
You want to wear your granny drawers and you wear your granny drawers, okay?
We ain't at the party.
Anyway,
yet.
my last
God. Hey.
My last word for the night is I just want to say, as we approach our year celebration of this show, thank all our listeners for calling, and whether you're a first-time caller or you're a long-time listener or what have you, we're just trying to get in there and support the people and talk about what's happening, because some of the news that we say you can't find everywhere. Sometimes when it comes to news of color and news of situations or certain things, you don't find in regular media. Media is talking about everything that's whatever. But thanks for supporting us. And to the police of the world, I like to tell you guys, call for backup. Get some fresh eyes, get some fresh mindset, get somebody with a cool head, get somebody in there with some common sense. Because when you keep reaching for your damn gun like that's an alternative, it's not. Because once you pull that trigger, it's going to change your life. Once you pull the trigger, it's going to change your life. So good night, everybody. What you got, Redwine?
I just want to say to people that like to record fights on your phone, cut it out. Enough is enough. Unless you plan to call the police or stop the fight or something, stop recording these fights just for your own little whatever you do, get off on it. I don't know, but
that's a nice
stop.
little sound effect for the police you put in there.
Yeah, thank you.
That was good.
I'm just saying, enough with the ratchetness, y'all. Stop it. I don't need to see, and nobody needs to see kids, young people, old people, anybody pull and weave and all that stuff. Enough. So I'm just saying, give it a rest. You want to shoot a video? Shoot some cute cats and puppies and kids doing funny stuff and things that are cute. Enough with the ratchet videos and the ghetto fights and all that.
Yeah.
Give it a rest, people.
A lot of chicks are fighting too nowadays.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of crazy
Women
stuff going on.
Women are fighting like crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Yanking weaves and whatnot.
Fighting, yeah.
So I'm just saying that's my last word, y'all. Stop videotaping these fights.
And break it up.
And break them
Call
up.
911.
You want to do something productive? How about you step in and say,
no, don't step
stop,
in. You might get
or
your
break
ass
it up, or call the cops, or do something productive. Don't record it and upload it on some of these ghetto websites.
Shoot a bullet in the air or something.
See, no, don't shoot anything. Just do the right thing. That's all I'm saying, people. Do the right thing.
Well, my last word is just short and sweet as usual. Love, peace, and strength for the world, because we truly need it. And thanks for the support for our first-time listeners and long-time listeners. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Good night.
Papa?
Good night.
Good night, John Boy.
Mr. Lowe, you want to say good night?
I'm off this farmer's market. Mr. Lowe checking in once again.
He used to be our resident bartender here.
And
he got a promotion. I don't know where he's at now.
But I just need to say to all the listeners, I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you listening in. This is the best show on earth. I understand that. We out.
Mr. Lowe.
All right.
Thank Mr.
We'll see you all next Friday.
Thank everybody for calling
9 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so. I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Good summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Good summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party, good summer party.